I'm Bailey Forbes, and today I'm going to tell you about the Tiny Earth Research Project. This is an initiative to combat the global lack of antibiotics. The problem isn't that we don't have any, it's that people tend to overuse them, and this causes the bacteria to become resistant over time. People also tend to not take the full dose of the antibiotic, leaving bacteria to become resistant to the antibiotics taken afterwards. If I've done a good job so far, your interest is probably piqued. If this is the case, you're probably wondering where and how you can get involved in this amazing research opportunity. This is a map of all the places and schools that currently have this program. I have listed the link to the Tiny Earth Research page at the end. If you would like more information about which schools have it, I suggest using the site. And this map is also on that website. The research project begins by the students grabbing a partner and collecting a soil sample from your choosing, as long as it is in the same state as the school you are attending. The soil is then diluted with water and plated on a variety of agar bacteria growing plates by serial dilution. After incubation, these plates are viewed and the most interesting looking bacteria are selected and placed on a master plate. These isolates are then streaked separately on plates with close relatives of the most common multi-drug resistant strains of bacteria to see if the bacteria collected are capable of producing inhibitory effects. If this occurred, the bacteria are again plated separately and placed in the incubator. A series of tests are further done to find out more about the unknown possible antibiotic-producing bacteria. So this is an example of the serial dilution plates with all the bacteria. And then once you find the bacteria that you think are interesting, you plate them on separate ones. Like these are the 5 isolates we collected at Wingate University. And then this is an example of a test done with the 2 different bacteria types. And this is a presentation that Carrie Duvall, my lab partner, and I did at Wingate University last semester. We actually found 7 antibiotic-producing isolates from the soil. We later realized 2 were the same bacteria and safely disposed of one of them. One was frozen down for further research at a later date. This was due to only being able to move forward with 5 isolates because of the number of different tests needed for each isolate and the lack of available class time. One isolate in particular we named Blob. This bacteria grew heavily on everything we placed it on. It is very large, slimy, white, and had a scalloped edge. We paid close attention to this isolate because it changed throughout the course of the experiment, which was amazing to witness. All the information collected from all the tests we submitted to the Tiny Earth Research Database. This was one of the best experiences I've ever had, and if this sounds at all interesting to you, I highly recommend going to the Tiny Earth Research page to see all the opportunities available. And as you can see, all of these are results, and then there's a chart of the actual bacteria after we did the sequencing, our conclusions, and then our acknowledgments and the literature we used to cite it. This is the Wingate University Tiny Earth Research Project, and I also used the Tiny Earth Research webpage at tinyearth.wisc.edu. Thank you.